We're going to talk footwear, what the Go-To movement system recommends, what I've been using and what I recommend, and what you should consider. About 10 years ago, I bought into the minimalist sole movement. I really like how your foot feels more connected to the ground with a minimalist sole. About a year ago, I was wearing Innovates for my workouts, which is a great shoe, minimalist sole. But one thing you can see versus a zero shoe that I have right here is that the toe box is more narrow. And when I was playing on the field, I was using Adidas Phantoms, which I'm favorable of having a more minimalist sole out on the field. And I don't like traditional cleats at this point in my life when I play recreational sports because I feel like you do get too much grip, and I like using turf shoes. So these are built really for soccer indoor turf. And this gives me the right amount of traction and give when I make cuts on the field. But the challenge with the Adidas shoe is that it is a very narrow shoe, especially in the toe box. In the past year, I started using the brand called Zero. The model that I started with is the Prio model. It's been great for indoor workouts. Again, it has a minimalist sole similar to an Innovate, but you can see the toe box is much wider on the Zero brand. It's possible Innovate did come out with a wider toe box model. I just haven't seen it yet. If you recall, the Go-To movement system promotes a wider toe base because it allows the front of the foot to more effectively clench the ground as you're making athletic movements. I've talked about this in the past of using toe spacers a couple minutes a day to help widen your toes, especially if you've been wearing more narrow shoes for most of your life and your toes have been really smushed together. A few months ago, I bought another Zero brand shoe. It's called the Mesa Trail, and I have replaced the Adidas Turf shoe with the Mesa Trails. The bottoms are very similar in terms of the grip, but you can see the toe boxes are much wider with the Zero Mesa Trail. And I've had a good experience. They feel really good out playing Ultimate Frisbee. Been also playing some golf in these as well. This past week, I was reminded of how good my Zero shoes feel because these things got soaked in a rainstorm. So I broke out the Innovates for a day, and I really felt like they were very limiting in the toe box to the point where my movement patterns were compromised. So if you're in the market for a new sneaker or shoe, I would recommend the Zero brand. They've held up really well with my intense workouts. They're very durable. I've been recommending them to clients. My clients have had good experiences. So give them a try. And as always, wishing you pain-free movement.